starting lineups. First, let's get the starting Jaguars. Johnston from the Jaguars from starting at guard. Number 3 is Anaya Thacker. Starting at guard. Number 3 is Anaya Thacker. Starting at guard. Number 5, Melanie Patterson. Starting at forward. Number 12, Natalie White. Starting at guard. Number 24, Elena Randolph. Starting at center, number 30, Maya Smith. The Jaguars are coached by Coach Z. And now for your BCC Dolphins. Starting at forward, number 5, Brooke Wilkins. Starting at guard, number 10, Krishaya McCoy. Starting at forward, number 12, Jemiah Leach. Starting at guard, number 24, Caitlin Logan Bunnight. Starting at center, number 15, Jada Burnett. The Dolphins are coached by Joe Dahlhan, and he is assisted by Amy Mercer and Mike Hoffman.
And Dolphins basketball is brought to you by our friends at Coastal Transplants. Hello again, everybody. Chris Shima, glad to be with you. For the Dolphins and Jaguars, it's Brunswick and Johnston County tonight here on YouTube. And the Dolphins coming in 2-12. They are winless here at home, 1-9 in the region. Johnston is 4-8, and ditto for the region. So, Johnston coming off a loss on Sunday. It was at home to Southwest Virginia, and it was by a score of 82-66. They shot a season low. They were just under 25% in that game. Meanwhile, for your Dolphins, they lost Sunday at Wake Tech. It was a good game, 62-59, a three-point defeat for the Dolphins, who shot 38% in that game. It was the third best shooting game of the season for Brunswick. Kaylin Logan Boaknight was red hot. She scored 15 points on 6 of 7 shooting. She was 3 of 3 from 3. Jemiah Leach had 9 points, 9 rebounds. Krishaya McCoy was also in double figures. By the way, she had 12 in that game. But unfortunately for the Dolphins, it's another loss as we're held up here briefly at the start of this one. So Dolphins back on the road for a back-to-back Saturday and Sunday. They go to the upstate and then to western North Carolina, who has more snow than we do here at the home studio in Cleveland, Ohio. How do you like that, ladies and gentlemen? So we are just about ready to go. It's going to be Jada Burnett to tip it for the Dolphins going up against Anaya Thaggart for Johnston County, and it's controlled by the Dolphins. Krishaya McCoy over to Brooke Wilkins, back to McCoy on the right wing. So Dolphins have been working more interior, trying to get inside and settle less for the three-point shot. Let's see how things go here today. It should be a low-scoring game. Brooke Wilkins, that pass was deflected by the Jaguars from Johnston County. It was White on the steal, and then down low, the shot was blocked by Burnett. Good recovery for her, and then it's out of bounds off the Jaguars. So Dolphins will get it back. Both teams empty on their opening possession. As you can see, we got a new scoreboard. We are trying some things out today, folks. Should go smoothly, but you never know. Boaknight for 3, yes, and she stays hot. Kaylin Logan Boaknight, who was 6 out of 7 on Sunday, continuing her hot streak to start the season as the Dolphins take a 3-0 lead. Johnston County was inactive last year, so it's the first meeting this year and the first meeting in a couple of seasons against the Jaguars. Ooh, nice pass down low, and the bucket is good. That's Nalia White, who averages 14 points per game. This is not a deep team. They go 7 deep, as you can see on the bench, just 2 players. McCoy gets around the defense, and Krishaya McCoy right to the hoop, averaging 10 a game. She's on the board with her first bucket. So Dolphins, good start. They lead by 3 here in the opening 90 seconds. Trap is on. No trouble for the Jaguars here as it's Thaggart over on the far side of your screen. Randolph on the near side, and White gets it into the corner. Patterson from downtown missed it short, but gets a rebound. Takes it into the lane around 2 defenders. It's blocked out of bounds. So already 2 blocks in the game for Brunswick. That bodes well, a team that averages just under 3 blocks per game. So Dolphins cup of coffee here at home, 1 game, and then next Wednesday they'll rematch against Wake. We'll have that one for you here on YouTube. Thagard for Johnston, traveling, going to be called over on the far side on White, who has the lone bucket for Johnston County. So the Jaguars, 2 teams last met 2 seasons ago. Teams split the home and home. Both were blowouts. Brunswick won at home by 40, 87-47 in that 2021-22 season. And then the Jaguars won at home 68-47. So we'll see what's in store for the Dolphins here today as this Johnston County program tries to get back on track. Boaknight with the steal. Here's Wilkins into the forecourt. Some nice defense at the start for Brunswick. Rashaya McCoy loses the dribble, though. Randolph has the steal. Lania Randolph spinning, shooting, can't score. Another offensive rebound, though, for Patterson. Bounce passes to Smith, back over. And the jumper is long by Patterson. Wilkins again brings it up. McCoy on the right wing. Wilkins now blows by 2 defenders, blows the bunny. Rebound controlled by the Jaguars. Maya Smith, by the way, 13 points, 10.8 rebounds a game. It wasn't her on that rebound. And that 3 is good over on the left side by Thagard, who's just under 29%. So we are tied at 5 in the opening 4 minutes of this first quarter. McCoy, too strong. Ball bounces to Randolph, who will push it into the forecourt. Looking to force that pass. It was deflected, but guess who? Patterson's just been able to find the ball so far here tonight. Milani makes it back-to-back buckets for Johnston County, who takes its first lead as Boaknight comes up short. Offensive rebound by Burnett, gets tied up. Jump ball possession error, will give it back to the Jaguars. So the 50-50 balls in the last couple of minutes, couple of possessions going to the Jaguars, but right now the score tight, 7-5, Johnston with the lead. They played that tough Southwest Virginia team, as I mentioned, on Sunday. Dolphins against Wake Tech last week. And Thagard tries another one and hits another one. So Zaniah Thagard raining triples down, and just like that, Johnston County is on an 8-0 run. McCoy attacks. McCoy looking for contact. Stand-up defense by the Jaguars. Dolphins got to play some defense here. Don't want to get too far down early, and it's another triple, this time by Randolph. So 3 triples for the Jaguars, who came in as a team shooting 25% from 3. And it's an 11-0 run basically in the last 2 minutes. McCoy, Boaknight on the right wing, Brooke Wilkins now. Burnett trying to post up. Wilkins attacks. And another steal, just getting in the passing lanes right now, the Jaguars. Pull up by Patterson, who's feeling good. Too strong. Yet another rebound by Patterson, and she's fouled. Dolphins are getting killed on the offensive glass right now. Melanie Patterson, 14 points per game, 6.9 rebounds. She averages over 3 steals a game. So a really good rebounding defensive guard for this Jaguars program. And she's short on the free throw, 68% free throw shooter on the season. So nearing the midway point of the quarter, a long run for Johnston right now. And Patterson now up to 3 points. 6 for Thagard, both shots from behind the arc. Wilkins into the forecourt. First sub of the game, Cache Morton in for Joe Gaughan during those free throws. She's nearest us on the wing. And right now, Randolph is anticipating all passes as we go to a timeout. 4:51 left to go. Johnston leads by 9. They're on a run, and we will step aside. Dolphins basketball is brought to you by Coastal Transplants. Chris Sheeman, glad to be with you. Dolphins started out 5-2. Since then, it's 12-0 run for Johnston. Wilkins to Boaknight. Boaknight has a three-pointer. Kershia McCoy with a 2. Out of the timeout, Sadeja Murphy into the game. She looks to attack. And Smith playing stand-up defense. Might have gotten credit with the block there. We'll see. White has almost her pocket picked by Cache Morton. So Morton on the court with Murphy, Wilkins, Boaknights, and who am I missing? Oh, Jemiah Leach. Up top, it's White. Fakes the 3. Thagard swings it over to Randolph from downtown. Missed it short. Rebound by Leach. Leach pushing the Boaknight. Trying to go back to Leach down low, and she traveled. If you're going to shoot it over a double team, you have to at least control the basketball, and Brunswick did neither on that possession. So the turnover gives it back to Johnston County. Dolphins back in a scoring rut. We've seen many of these here this season. Quick trigger 3 is in and out. Another offensive rebound, second offensive rebound, and free throws coming for Nolia White. This is one of the things I had on my notes to talk about. The Dolphins had season best 22 offensive rebounds at home against Lewisburg last Wednesday. Murphy on the season, 50 offensive rebounds. She's top 60 in D2 in that category, but the Dolphins are giving up the offensive rebounds here tonight. First sub of the game, Desire Thompson for the Jaguars, as White's at the line, 54% free throw shooter. Johnston has yet to be called for a foul. Dolphins have 2. So missed them both. Murphy has the board. Sadeja Murphy off the bench with 8 points, 8 rebounds, or almost 9 rebounds this season. Valued contributor for that second unit. Cache Morton surveys, gets it to Wilkins. She attacks, throws it up too strong off the glass, put back by Leach. And that ends the 12-0 run. Jemiah Leach with a needed bucket. 7-point game now. Thompson, and a nice job taking the charge. So offense to defense there for Jemiah Leach. Folks, I apologize. My cat almost destroyed the entire broadcast. She is being very bad today. Holy cow. That was close. We almost had water spilled. We almost had computers going out. Oh, broadcasting games remotely. It's so much fun. Wilkins to Morton now. Morton fakes the 3, loses the dribble. It's a steal for the Jaguars. Thagard gets it over to the far side. Runner by Randolph is no good. And we got a foul underneath, it looks like. Going to go on Brunswick. So it's going to stay with the Jaguars. Kalia Bell also in the game. She catches the inbound. And that 3 off the back iron is no good. Randolph now for 3. Patterson has her 4th offensive rebound in the quarter. Gets the putback. Dolphins cannot get a defensive rebound to save their lives right now. Lead back to 9. Boaknight. Oh, what a pass. Finding the open Murphy down low. It's Leach again. So Jemiah Leach playing a great first quarter. Dolphins they're getting some stops. They have to get some rebounds now. Far side Thagard.
Let's go while we're talking.
Now Randolph. Screen set for Patterson. Bounce passes it to Thagard. Extra pass to Bell. Bell long on the 3. Murphy got hit in the face. No foul called there. Runner no good. Another offensive rebound no good. And here come the Dolphins. Wilkins with 1:49 to go in the quarter. Murphy will try the deep one. Can't get it to go. Rebound by Thompson. Patterson brings it up. Thagard far side. This is Randolph top of the key. And I think we might have a timeout. 1:29 left to go here in this opening quarter. Dolphins trail by 7. We'll be back. Thank our friends at Coastal Transplants. Chris Sheeman, glad to be back with you. 1:29 left to go here in this opening quarter. Johnston didn't like what they were doing offensively, so called a timeout to regroup with 16 on the shot clock as Randolph catches the inbound. Getting around the defense, Patterson missed it long. Box out that time by Kalen Logan. Boaknight bobbled the pass, attacks, throws it off the glass, and scores. So Boaknight with 5. As we go inside a minute to go, Dolphins now in a 2-possession game. Thagard nearest us. This is Bell. Up top, it's Patterson from the free throw line. Murphy chases down the rebound. This is all the Dolphins need to do. Starting to get going on the defensive glass on the last couple of possessions. And let's see if that defense can turn into offense here. Oh, nice extra pass there. Dolphins moving the basketball. Morton with the air ball there. We've got a game clock and shot clock are roughly identical. Quick trigger there by the Jaguars. Fight for the rebound again. It's deflected out, and the Dolphins will have it. They can hold for the final shot. Wilkins pushing, and 8 seconds left to work with here for the Dolphins. The hot hand, Boaknight. Morton's going to have to hoist, has the shot blocked, and that'll do it for 1 quarter. So all things considered, Dolphins struggle on the defensive glass, but things could have been worse. Dolphins down just 5. We'll be back with the second quarter here in just a moment. think Joe Gaughan had a lot to say at between quarters there, and he might have a decent gripe. Maybe there was a foul at the end of that quarter with that three-point attempt for the Dolphins, but was not called. Dolphins have been up against it with the whistles so far here tonight. Cache Morton with a nice fake, and there's the whistle. That'll send Cache to the free throw line. A pretty clear-cut one there. So Morton going to the line. Dolphins led it early, 5-2. It was a 12-0 run for Johnston. They went up 14-5. And now the Dolphins climbing their way back in it. Chris Shima, glad to be with you from the home studio in Cleveland, Ohio. Temperature 12 degrees. It's freezing. Living in the Carolinas for the last 11 years, I've had a lot to get used to this winter. My blood is still thin from being in the South. Smith, the putback. Patterson has her 5th offensive rebound. And another putback. So Milani Patterson has 7. Thagard with 6 for Johnston. For the Dolphins, it's Kalen Logan Boaknight with 5. 2 apiece for Murphy, for McCoy, and Leach. And then Morton hit 1 out of 2 from the free throw line. Ball was last touched by the Jaguars, so it'll stay with Brunswick. 17 on the shot clock as the Dolphins get another crack at it here. Boaknight looking to get it in. Murphy on the block, back out. Kalen attacks, throws it up. She is red hot right now. A good week for Kalen Logan Boaknight. She's only missed 1 shot here tonight. She only missed 1 shot in the whole game against Wake on Sunday. That was almost a turnover as well. Attacking White, and she's fouled by Leach. So 7 of the 14 for Brunswick from Kalen Logan Boaknight, who has been, as I mentioned, just great at the start of this one. Those are free throws. That is not the replay I wanted, but that's the replay we got, ladies and gentlemen. So at the line, it's White. Nylia White up to 3 points now here tonight. 54% free throw shooter. Gets 1 out of 2. Logan Boaknight with the rebound as Kalen walks it across the timeline into the forecourt. 5-point game. Johnston 4-8. Dolphins are 2-12. Boaknight airballed it that time. Murphy got the rebound though. This is Lassiter, Skylar Lassiter into the game. Wilkins, Boaknight trouble with the pass. And then it's off her out of bounds. So credit Randall with some aggressive defense there for the Jaguars, forcing that turnover. Randolph gets a screen, goes left to Thagard for 3. Yes, that is her 3rd triple. Zanaya came in 29% from 3. She's got 3 triples in, I think, 4 tries. Murphy trying to back down, gets around the defense and got fouled. 2nd team foul on Johnston here in this second quarter. Just about 2 minutes in. Ball deflected, and Randolph's got another steal. A team that came in just under 10 steals a game as Patterson gets the roll. So Patterson and Thagard have 18 of the 24 for Johnston. And they have their biggest lead at 10. Dolphins got to be real careful with the basketball here. This has been a stingy defense tonight for the Jaguars. Wilkins, another deflection there in every single passing lane. you almost have to take it from a quarterback's perspective where you can't stare the wide receiver down. And that's kind of what's happening right now with the Dolphins guards. I mean, they're it's like a poker game when the guy's got to tell. This Jaguars team knows where every single pass is going. Wilkins is going to sit down. Krishia McCoy comes back into the game. Boaknight will inbound it here. 9 on the shot clock. McCoy to the elbow with 6. Boaknight off the glass, banks it in. Kalen Logan Boaknight's got 9. Dolphins need to string some stops as they go to the press. No trouble for the Jaguars. White right around the defense. Too strong off the glass. 2 Dolphins going for the basketball. Murphy blocks the shot out of bounds, but more struggles on the defensive glass for the Dolphins. Thagard up top. Patterson left alone. Too strong on the 3. Another long rebound. What do you do about that one, though? Sometimes these long 3s. Nice job that time by Boaknight getting to the free throw line, because that's usually on these long 3s where the ball starts to end up. It makes its initial descent around the free throw line. Murphy, aggressive. Sadeja Murphy with her second bucket. So Dolphins get back-to-back shots. It's a 6-point game again. 6:25 to go in the quarter and half. Almost a step-back attempt there. Patterson's feeling good about herself, and Patterson, first player in double figures in the game. She's got 11. She and Thagard have combined for 20 of the 26. White and Randolph, the other scorers, have 3 points each. Right around the defense again, Krishia McCoy. And at times, this Jaguars team has offered little resistance when the Dolphins have been attacking. So they got to keep that up. First steal on the press this time. Now it's Murphy with the turnover. McCoy gets it from Kalen. Keep driving. It's working. Screened by Jada Burnett, who's back in. Boaknight. Extra pass, Lassiter, the mid-range. Can't bank it. Burnett almost had the rebound. White takes it away, though. Nice box out by Nalia White. Randolph into the forecourt, nearing the midway point here in this second quarter. 5:12 to go until halftime. Step back 3 by Thagard, who's feeling good about herself. Not that time. A rare miss from behind the arc. Lassiter's got the rebound. Boaknight into the forecourt. She gets fouled by White. This is the thing with Johnston. We didn't see a lot of fouls in that first quarter. They're starting to pile up a little more here in this second quarter. They're up to 3 team fouls now with still over 5 minutes to go, just over 5. So they have to shuffle players in as Bell comes back in. Just 7 deep. You can't get into too much foul trouble. McCoy, again, just attacking, and that has been working tonight for the Dolphins. 6 for Krishia. The lead is down to 4. Johnston led by as many as 10. Patterson. They double team her. That's going into the backcourt. No, they say it was saved by Randolph. Players diving for it. And they're going to give it to the Dolphins. There might be a foul called here.
Yeah, why? There's that energy.
4:34 left to go until halftime. And the Dolphins, who found themselves down by 10, are climbing their way back in it. We'll be back in just a moment. Dolphins basketball is brought to you by Coastal Transplants, and Kaylin Logan Boaknight attacking. She leads the team thanks to buckets like that in scoring with 9 points. Player in double figures for the Jaguars is Patterson. She has 11. Johnston went up by 10. Dolphins fighting back again. It's within 4 with McCoy running the point. Kaylin Logan Boaknight, bounce pass to Murphy. McCoy from the baseline, no good. Patterson's doing all the rebounds here tonight. Patterson looking to attack, gets it back. Offensive foul. 4 team fouls now for Johnston. Chris Shima, glad to be back with you as we have 4:07 to go until halftime. Lassiter will depart as Jemiah Leach comes back in, the redshirt sophomore with 2 points tonight for Joe Gaughan's team. McCoy. Leach threw it right to the defender. Right to her. Randolph gets it from Patterson. Randolph steps into a 3 off the back rim. Again, that long rebound. It's going to be interesting to see what the offensive rebound numbers are today, as Patterson, I believe, got that baseline shot. She's got 13 in the game now. So lead is back out to 6 after that 6-0 Dolphins run. Boaknight in the corner, and McCoy called for steps. 3:19 left to go until halftime. Part of this run has been attacking the basket for the Dolphins, as you see little resistance defensively there. Back to live action now. Stepping into the jumper, Patterson's got another. 15 in the half for Patterson, who came in averaging 14. So she's already past her season average. And the lead is back out to 8 for Johnston. Burnett to the cutter. Krishia McCoy flips it up. No. Patterson yet another rebound. She's got a double-double, too. I don't know that for sure, but I'm telling you for sure she's got a double-double. Here's a 3 banked in by Thagard. So the Dolphins go on a 6-0 run after going down double figures. They're right back down double figures, and Coach Joe has to have a word with his team. While he does, you can hear these words from me. Why not? Dolphins basketball brought to you by Coastal Transplants. Chris Sheeman back with you. So an 11-point game again. Dolphins got to regroup. Now trying to claw their way back once again. Jada Burnett down low. Murphy from the baseline. Yes. Sadeja with a good first half. She's up to 6 points. This is more man pressure here for the Dolphins. As Johnston got it across, but then Murphy with the steal. Goes Sadeja. Bounce pass to McCoy. Yes, and the foul. Let's run that one back as McCoy goes to the line. She's got 8 points, chance to make it 9, but defense to offense. It's no mystery in basketball. As you see Murphy get the quick steal. And then it trickles in. The free throw is no good. Patterson's got another rebound. Her 40th of the game, it feels like. Every time there's a rebound, I'm calling Patterson's name tonight. Speaking of which, Patterson, the jumper no good. Box out by the guard, McCoy. McCoy's having herself a nice first half. 8 points, but doing a lot of the little things as well. Boaknight bounce pass to Burnett. Burnett from the block, throws it up short. And guess who? Patterson with the rebound. That three by Faggard is no good. Leach has the rebound. Minute 26 to go until halftime. Dolphins were down by 7. They throw it away here. Patterson, yes again. Melanie Patterson has got 17 in the half. McCoy up top. Here's Leach. Murphy back to Krishaya for 3. And that's going to be a foul on the Dolphins on the rebound. Dolphins are in the bonus. That's just their second team foul here in the quarter. So go inside 50 seconds to play here in this opening half. Randolph gets it back. Nice cut. Too strong on the glass. Leach with the box out. Dolphins can go 2 for 1 here. Boaknight left alone. The rainbow, yes. Boaknight first player in double figures for the Dolphins. Now she's got 11. McCoy's got 8. Shot clock is off. It's a steal, though, by Leach, who's had energy since coming back into the game. She was stripped. Nice fight tonight by Brunswick. They found themselves down double digits a couple different times here in this half, but fighting their way back. Mini 5-point burst. Inbound goes to Leach. Quick trigger, no. Please hold for the final shot. Work the clock, ladies. There's no reason. Well, if they're going to leave her open, then you go quick. Forget what I just said. Boaknight gets another 3. 4 seconds to work with here for Johnston. Nice into the half for the Dolphins. That shot won't get off in time. Murphy blocks it anyways, and the Dolphins with some of the momentum going into the locker room, although Johnston County is clinging to a 3-point lead. 35-32 Jaguars after 20 minutes of play. We'll take the halftime break, come back and bring you all the second half action here in just a bit. Don't go too far. Dolphins basketball is brought to you by Coastal Transplants. Chris Sheeman, glad to be back with you. Well, a couple minutes away from the start of the second half. Let's see how things went in the first half. A lot of offensive rebounds for Johnston County. There's one for Jemiah Leach for the Dolphins early on, and then Jemiah right back down the court takes the charge, which forced a turnover. Kaylin Logan Boaknight, who was hot on Sunday, remains hot here on Wednesday. She's got 14 points. That's the first of a couple that we'll see back-to-back from her, as Kaylin with the deep shot and then also attacking the basket here in this first half. She gets the little flip to go as well. Sadasia Murphy came off the bench in the opening half, did a lot of little things. Here's some offense for Sadasia, who has 6 points as we get ready to start the second half. There's 2 of them as Krishaya McCoy gets to the hoop as well. Dolphins have been able to get around the defense. That has not been a problem spot in this game so far tonight against this Johnston County team. Murphy, I mentioned she's got 6. There's her second of 3 field goals. That one coming with the Dolphins, who are down by 11. And then here is more defense into offense as Murphy gets the steal. Then Krishaya McCoy with a chance for an and one. So the Dolphins found themselves down by their biggest deficit. But right before the half, Kaylin Logan Boaknight, I mentioned she's got 14. That one a big reason why. So not a bad first half overall, just a game of runs right now for Johnston County. They pushed it out to double figures a couple of different times. Dolphins led it 5-2 early on. 12 straight then by Johnston. They got it up to 9. Dolphins fought back. Johnston pushed it out to 10. Dolphins fought back, cut it to 4. Johnston pushed it out to 11. So that's kind of the way we've been here tonight. For the Jaguars, Melania Patterson, I hope I'm getting some of this right, 17 points in that first half, did all the rebounds. Zanaya Thagard with 12, and 3 apiece for White and Randolph. That's it, 4 scorers. For the Dolphins, Boaknight with 14. Krishaya McCoy's got 8. I mentioned Murphy with 6. 2 for Jemiah Leach, 1 for Cache Moore. So we're underway here in this third quarter. Chris Sheeman, glad to be with you as Randolph throws it out of bounds. Was it deflected? Looks like it was deflected by the Dolphins, so 21 on the shot clock for the Jaguars here. Their opening possession here in this third quarter. Catch and shoot by Randolph off the back rim. And Burnett with the rebound. Boaknight, the hot hand into the forecourt. Pass deflected out. McCoy goes back to her. Now Krishaya rockets it to Jada. Burnett double team. Threw it up, no. And the box out by Smith. Maya Smith, scoreless first half. Averages a double-double. 13 points and close to 11 rebounds. But it's been the guard play tonight for the Jaguars as the bank is open. Thagard gets the lucky break there on the road. Now a steal. Randolph gets it down low. That's going to be a bucket and a foul. Dolphins cannot keep giving up runs like this. You cannot consistently try to fight your way back over and over. So a good start to the third quarter for the Jaguars after the Dolphins took the momentum into the locker room. Right now the Jaguars are up by 8, looking to make it 9, as White, a 54% free throw shooter, cannot complete the three-point play. Wilkins with the rebound. Brooke brings it into the forecourt. Boaknight on the left side of your screen. Wilkins now bounce pass to McCoy. Cross-court, Boaknight thought about the 3. Burnett, pass deflected by Patterson. Boaknight gets it back. Shot clock doesn't reset. It's at 12. Boaknight throws it off the backboard. Fortunate came right to Burnett. Now Wilkins too strong. And Patterson with yet another rebound. Patterson pull up 3. Missed it short. Coming over the back, Smith. Put back was short. And the Dolphins collects. Leach to Wilkins. Wilkins on the near side. McCoy gets around the defense, and flip shot is good. So Krishaya McCoy, second player for Brunswick in double figures now. She has 10. Boatnight with 14. Patterson leads all scorers with 17. Randolph right behind her with 15. Smith gets it back out. Randolph for 3. I mentioned Randolph. It's not Randolph. It's Thaggard with 15. Randolph has 3. Wilkins throws it to Leach. Leach draws contact. First foul of the quarter on Johnston here. 2 minutes and 13 seconds into the third quarter. Dolphins back on the road for a back-to-back. That tough road trip, going to the upstate for one last time to take on Spartanburg Methodist, and then taking on the first-year program Cleveland up in North Carolina. First free throw good for Jemiah Leach, who's got 3 points. Spartanburg Methodist is going to be a 4-year school after this year. So Leach gets back-to-back free throws. And we've got a 4-point game yet again. Trap is on. Patterson throws front court to Randolph, back to Patterson. Randolph now on the far side. Thaggard near side. Thompson is in the game. Desire Thompson off the deflection, gets it at 3 by Bell, who's back out there as well. And the rebound chased down by Wilkins. Throw ahead to McCoy. McCoy, no whistle. Some contact there. I think Johnston would have liked to charge. McCoy would have liked to block. No whistle, though. They're letting him play as Thompson off the bench with a quick 2. Lead back to 6 for Johnston. Now both teams pressuring a bit. Burnett throws it to McCoy. McCoy throws it up. No, might have been blocked. Staying with it, Thompson, who's got the rebound. I don't believe we saw Thompson in that first half. Pull up by Randolph. The mid-range too strong. Boatnight with the rebound. 3-on-2 here as Johnston lagging back defensively. Wilkins kicks it out. Kalen Logan Boatnight. No on the 3. The rebound is, well, you know who it is already. Same as it ever was. Patterson, pull up. Yes. Patterson's got 19 points. She's up to 90 rebounds in the game. 6:14 left to go. Johnston back up by 8. McCoy to Boatnight. The cutter is Burnett. Throws it up. No. Put back by Leach. Back to Burnett. Blows it. And here comes Johnston. Randolph to Patterson. Thaggard for 3. Again, the rainbow. Not that time. Rebound by McCoy. Dribbles out of trouble. Again, numbers for the Dolphins. McCoy will attack. Lays it up and in. McCoy's got a dozen. This Jaguars team is not adept at getting back on these fast breaks. Now, nice job by McCoy to get the steal. Here comes Krishaya. 2-on-2. McCoy takes it herself. Blocked but fouled. So already here in this second half, Krishaya McCoy has made an impact. As we go back to the possession before this one. And you see just not a lot of sprinting back defensively. So a 2-on-2 for the Dolphins. McCoy feeling confident, took it to the hoop, and now an opportunity at the free throw line for Krishaya. 12 points tonight. 57% at the free throw line this season. Misses the first one short. Dolphins loving the Wednesday home games this season. We're with you again a week from today. It's the rematch against Wake. That was a good game up in Raleigh. Wake won at 62-59. So McCoy gets 1 out of 2. Baker's dozen for Krishaya tonight. 5-point game. Boatnight went for the steal. Quick trigger shot by Johnston, no good. Another offensive rebound. They've been crashing the offensive glass, this Jaguars team. 3 in and out by Thaggard, and it's last touch by the Jaguars. This is a Johnston County team that came in -8 on the glass. They have outworked the Dolphins in stretches, getting second chance opportunities here tonight. Wilkins, the runner, short, tip for the rebound. Here comes Johnston. This is Thaggart. Thaggart trying to put the moves on, goes over to Randolph. Open three by Randolph, grazes the rim. Chasing down the rebound, Sadeja Murphy back into the game. Collides with the chairs on the bench. Attacking is McCoy. She's fouled on the floor. Third team foul on Johnston, one on Brunswick. With 4:28 left to go here in the third quarter. We're going to have another timeout. We'll step aside as well. Two-possession game. Dolphins basketball is brought to you by Coastal Transplants. Chris Sheeman back with you. 4:28 left to go. It's a 5-point game, Dolphins basketball. Dolphins led 5-2 early on. Haven't led since then, though. Inbound pass is way off. Fortunately for the Dolphins, Jaguars made contact with it. Johnston, this is the start of a back-to-back for them. They go back home to take on Fayetteville Tech tomorrow. Dolphins are off until this weekend when they take that long road trip. Wilkins out to Boaknight. 12 to shoot. Murphy. Hand off to Kalen. Now top of the key, it's McCoy. Fakes the three. Being aggressive. Can't get that one to go, and then it's off the Dolphins, out of bounds. 4:07 left to go here in this third quarter. Trap has worked a couple of times tonight. Jaguars doing a nice job breaking it this time. Murphy had the poke away, but Randolph chased it back down. Now a three by Patterson. That's one of the rare things that hasn't gone right tonight for Melania. Oh, off the knees of Boaknight and out of bounds. A tough turnover. Trap is on again. Good ball movement. Thaggart's been hot as well tonight. Patterson fakes the shot, drives in, and the easy two. Patterson is up to 21. She averaged 14 on the season coming in tonight. 7-point game. Johnston at 4-8. Dolphins trying to end this long losing streak and get their first home victory. Instead, a pocket pick there. Nice defense by, I believe that's Bell. Bell can't get it to go. Put back was short by White. And then a tie-up there. McCoy won it initially, but they were quick with the tie-up whistle as Skylar Lassiter comes into the game. Jada Burnett will go out. 2:56 left to go here in this third quarter. Boaknight Wilkins. Caitlin Logan Boaknight. Oof, that goes through Murphy, luckily able to recover. That was not fluid, but Dolphins do the job. McCoy now takes it top of the key. Boaknight on the wing, and she's fouled. Fourth team foul on Johnston. Smith with another foul. A quiet night for Smith. I thought she was the player to watch tonight, but these guards for Johnston have been doing the work. Her second foul. Boaknight at the line. 14 tonight for Caitlin Logan Boaknight. Came in averaging 7 points per game. Up to 15 now on the night. Dolphins next Wednesday are back home, I mentioned, against Wake after that road trip this weekend. And that starts a 4-game homestand that will end January and go into February. Down low, nobody on Smith. Breaking the press, the Jaguars. And that's Smith's first bucket. Mentioned she's been quiet, but on the board now. 7-point game again. McCoy on the far side. Gets a screen. Bounce pass went awry. Steal by Patterson. That's White on the far side, I believe. And the back door was wide open for Bell. So everybody has scored for the Jaguars now. All 7 players. And the lead is 9 again for Johnston County. McCoy looks to get to the rim. Put back by Murphy is good. Cedejo up to 8 points. Having herself a nice night. Thagard now. Minute 34 to go in the quarter. Here is White. Oof, a lot of contact there, and they call the offensive foul. I thought White might have gotten fouled before that, but my paycheck says Brunswick Community College, so good call, ref, as Cache Morton comes back into the game. A point on a free throw for Cache in the opening quarter.
Get it in.
7-point game. Boaknight's got to go. She gets it in just in time. McCoy on the far side, double dribbled. Mental errors right now costing the Dolphins as they turn it over again. Thagard into the forecourt, down low. It's off as I believe that was, who was that? I believe that was White down low who got tripped up. Boaknight too strong off the glass. Smith makes sure it's a one and done. Starting to assert herself now on the defensive glass. Smith, I mentioned, averages close to 11 rebounds a game, one of the better JUCO rebounders. Averaging a double-double on the season, but just 2 points tonight. Patterson blows right by the defense, scores again. 23 for Melanie Patterson. And the lead is 9. Lassiter to Kaylin Logan Boaknight, who will back it out. 5-second difference game and shot clock here in the third quarter. McCoy out to Morton. Morton looking for a whistle. No call. Murphy the putback, no. I don't know why the Dolphins were rushing that, but it's going to be Johnston County now with 10.4 to work with as they bring Randolph back in off the bench. A bucket here would be a backbreaker for the Dolphins. They've had no answer for Patterson, except for that time. It's blocked out of bounds, but it'll stay with Johnston. Jaguars will have 3.6 to work with here in the quarter. Bell will inbound it. And that's going over everybody's head. Taken by McCoy. McCoy with one and gets it to go. Krishia McCoy at the buzzer, up to 15 points in the game. What a play defensively as the Dolphins trying to close the gap once again. We'll be back with the fourth quarter here in just a moment, folks. Don't go too far. How about Krishia McCoy? A couple of steals in that third quarter, including this one at the buzzer off of a bad pass. Dolphins hanging around. This game brought to you by Coastal Transplants. Chris Sheeman back with you as we're underway here in this final quarter. Thanks for hanging out with me on this chilly January night. The home studio in Cleveland, Ohio. Entire Cleveland area is just frozen over. I'll tell you who's not frozen, Patterson. Red hot night for Melani Patterson. 25 points in the game. Came in averaging 14.1. Boat Knight to Lassiter. Murphy back out. Lassiter extra pass to Boat Knight. Ball fake. Galen attacks too strong. She's cooled off here in the second half. And behind the pack, almost a bucket, but free throws to come for Nylia White. White with 5 points tonight, 54% free throw shooter. Johnston County at 4-8. Dolphins are 2-12. It's been a long losing streak for Brunswick as the Jaguars look to go up double figures once again. Missed both free throws, though. So here comes Brunswick. Oak Knight bounce pass to McCoy. And McCoy tried to get it to Lassiter. Lassiter recovered, then she's called for the offensive foul. Kind of lowered her shoulder into the defender there. First foul in the final quarter on Brunswick. It's Murphy's second. Patterson will shoot the three. Rebound by McCoy. Krishia McCoy, 15 points tonight. Boat Knight leads them with 16, so 31 of the 45 from those two players. Sadeja Murphy with 8. Jemiah Leach has 4, and Cache Morton with 1. McCoy. Morton now. Boat Knight out to Murphy. Murphy throws it up, no good. Murphy fighting for the rebound. Smith wrestles it away. Ahead of the pack again is White. And then White, nice recovery there by Morton. McCoy also sprinted back first to get there to slow her up. And then Cache Morton poked it out of bounds. So Randolph will inbound it for the Jaguars. Start of a back-to-back for them, as I mentioned earlier in the half. Thaggard with the 2. She's got a dozen. And this one's starting to get away from Brunswick. You can only come back from double figures so many times. They're down by 11 again, as Johnston matches the biggest lead in the game. It's been a game of runs, though, so if you're going to give up a run in a game of runs, better to do so at the beginning of the quarter than the end. We'll see. Morton traveled with it. That's not going to help things. Thaggard now into the front court for Johnston. White blows by 2 defenders, had it swatted, but cleaning it up is Maya Smith. So Smith, scoreless first half, has a couple of buckets here in the second half. McCoy, extra pass goes to Boaknight. Extra pass again, this time Lassiter can't get the jumper. Murphy on the putback is stripped, but fouled. So Deja with 8 points, chance to get into double figures. I believe that's the second team foul on Johnston. It is. Second on Thaggard. I don't think anybody is in serious foul trouble for the Jaguars. Got to keep an eye on that. They are only 7 deep. Lassiter out, Brooke Wilkins coming back in. And Bell is back in for Johnston for White. Murphy on the year, 61% free throw shooters, one of the better free throw shooters for Brunswick. This is a Dolphins team still doing a nice job getting to the free throw line. 24.5 free throw attempts is 5th best in D2 and best in the region. Again, that percentage is just 53% as a team. 1 out of 2 there, but Logan Boaknight with the offensive rebound. Left alone, 3 goes in and out. This time Smith collects. That shot is going to be an air ball out of bounds off of Bell. Jemiah Leach, 4 points tonight. She's back out there for Brunswick. Leach, McCoy, Morton, Boaknight, and Wilkins. That's the 5 right now for Coach Joe. Boaknight, Morton traveled. So it'll be Patterson to inbound it. But Jaguars starting to look comfortable. Patterson doubled up. Looking for a whistle. Instead, nice strip by Boaknight. Pushing is Morton. Cachet one-on-one. Too strong off the glass. Put back. Yes, and the foul by Krishia McCoy, who's having herself a nice second half. As she gets ready to try to complete an old-school three-point play. If you're just joining us, here's what Krishia did at the end of that third quarter. You see there's just less than 4 seconds. A bad throw in there by Johnston, but McCoy alertly gets it right at the buzzer. So she's got 17, looking to make it 18. Can't get the free throw to go. Rebound controlled by Thompson. Lead is 10 for Johnston. Another quick pull-up by Patterson. It goes out of bounds back to the Dolphins. The pressure is on for Johnston. Boaknight will inbound it. Leach into the forecourt. Logan Boaknight on the far side of your screen. Handoff now to McCoy up top. 6:16 to go in the game. McCoy gets double teamed. Pass tipped away by White. Morton comes back to steal it back at center court, but then loses it to Patterson, and then we have a foul on Brunswick. Sloppy play in that sequence for Brunswick. From deep, Thompson too strong. It's out of bounds off McCoy. A rare second half mistake for Krishaya, who's played brilliant here in this second period. Leading the team now with 17 points. Boaknight was 16. So 33 of the 48 from those two ladies. .5:49 to go here in the ball game. Randolph with 9 to shoot. Hand off to White with 5 to shoot. She's chased out deep with 3 to shoot. She attacks and draws contact evidently as Leach the guilty party with 1 on the shot clock. A tough play there and free throws to come for Johnston. I didn't, sometimes my head's in the sand, so I hadn't realized this, but 5 blocks from my house in April, the women's Final Four is going to be here in Cleveland. And you better believe Chris Sheeman's going to have a seat. I am so stoked. I couldn't believe it when I found that out. Coach Staley's going to be in the house, most likely. Caitlin Clark's going to be in the house. That crypt keeper, Kim Mulkey, is going to be in the house. Oh, it's going to be a wild, wild, wild weekend in Cleveland. Nice play by Jemiah Leach. She's got 6 points. If you're a Kim Mulkey fan, I apologize. I know what kind of coach she is. I've been around those kinds of coaches my whole life. Randolph for 3. That is a backbreaker for the Dolphins with 5 minutes left to go, down by 12. Oh, nice play by Leach. Nice pass by Boaknight. I've said it on these broadcasts before. When you hear me say, don't assume that's a 2 by Thompson, as the Jaguars are really starting to catch fire here. But when I say don't assume just because you drop your kid off at college with that coach, that coach cares about your player, I'm mainly talking about Kim Mulkey. I've known a few of my own Kim Mulkeys in my time. Randolph for 3, it's an air ball. Wilkins with the rebound. Here's Morton into the forecourt. McCoy attacking, and that's going to be a kickball. So shot clock will go back to 20, and we've got 3:57 left to go in this one. Going to be tough for the Dolphins, but still time. We'll see what they can do when we come back. 3:57 left to go in this one. Johnston by 12. Chris Sheeman back here with you. Jemiah Leach to the hoop. Yes, and the foul. Jemiah now in double figures with 10. 3 players in double figures for Brunswick. Krishai McCoy with 17. Galen Logan Boaknight with 16. And now Leach with 10. Chance to make it 11 for Jemiah. Johnston bringing Maya Smith back in the game. Couple more stops, couple more three-point opportunities. Dolphins can get back in this. It's not over yet. It's been a game of runs. Johnston has controlled things here in the fourth quarter, though. Patterson's been a big reason why the Jaguars might get out of here with a victory. Their three-point shooting, they came in as a team 25% from 3 this season. They have been raining triples here at Brunswick. Cache Morton, Logan Boaknight, Brooke Wilkins, McCoy, bounce pass to Leach, turnaround no. Rebound controlled by Patterson. A double-double for Patterson, and she's got 25 points. She might be close to 20 rebounds. I tell no lies there. She has been outstanding tonight for Johnston. If I had a 4-year program, give me some players like her. Melanie Patterson going to go to the free throw line. 68% free throw shooter on the season. Looking to add to her totals. With 2:41 left to go. Dolphins, that's their 15th foul, by the way, so bonus rest of the way for the Jags. Start of a back-to-back for Johnston. It's a road-home back-to-back, so they're home tomorrow against Fayetteville Tech, who we will see later on during this homestand for Brunswick. Patterson, both free throws, 27 tonight for Patterson. Lead back to double figures for Johnston. Looking like they're on their way to going 5-8 on the season. Win the first meeting. These two teams will rematch up in Johnston County. That will be on February 18th, close to the end of the season. Nice hustle there by Cache Morton. Jump ball possession arrow will keep it with Brunswick. Dolphins going to be have to be flawless in the final 2:25 if they're going to have a shot at this one. Dolphins, as I mentioned, back on the road. Spartanburg Methodist and the rematch against Cleveland in Western North Carolina. Should be a fun one this weekend. Another crack at it for Brunswick. Boaknight gets it to go. Just her second field goal in the quarter, but she does now lead the team with 18 points. Clock's your friend right now if you're the Jaguars. You can hear Coach Joe maybe on the broadcast. Don't foul. In a 9-point game, 3-possession game. Don't forget you can advance the ball in the women's game. That needs to be universal. Patterson got blocked, but it came right to Smith. And that's going to be a shot clock violation. Dolphins with some nice defense and a bucket here, especially if it's a 3, makes it very interesting. So don't turn it off yet, folks. McCoy's had a nice second half. Logan Boaknight, top of the key. Morton on the wing. Dolphins don't want to run too much time here. Want to be aggressive. Shot clock, though, already at 9. So credit the Jaguars playing nice defense on this possession. But patient offense, and Leach with 13 now in the game. So it's a 7-point game. 3-possession game, though. Minute left to go. Jaguars just need a couple buckets here. Can Randolph put the dagger? Yes, she can. Just like that, back to double figures. And there's an issue with the clock. If you notice, it ran a bit after that bucket was made, so they will correct that at the scorer's table. But that was the decker. So Randolph with 9. What a night for Melanie Patterson. As I mentioned, 27 in the game for her. Thagard in double figures as well. She had a good night with 17. So just a little bit under a minute to go is what they decide. Dolphins got to think about threes. They got to try to create some whistles here. Wilkins is blocked. It's deflected, comes to Smith, and a timeout by Johnston. Coach not liking what she's seeing, but the Jags, 45 seconds away from a victory, will take time as well. Dolphins may decide to play the foul game here, but Johnston's firmly in control of this one. Looks like they're just going to play it out. So Jaguars going to get a nice road victory here today. Did a lot of the little things very well here in this game. I mean, if you're going to foul, why foul now? 9 seconds on the 30. So 2 shots upcoming. Who's the shooter going to be? It looks like it's going to be White. So White 54% at the line, 6 points tonight. Chance to pad her stats a little bit. So 7 now for White tonight. Well, unfortunately, Dolphins fans, this losing streak going to continue, but I still say much improved from what we saw in the first semester. And a week from today, after that road trip for the Dolphins, going to be interesting to see how they look in that rematch against Wake Tech. Another timeout will go away once again. Dolphins basketball is brought to you by Coastal Transplants. Chris Sheeman, glad to be with you. I will be with you for all of them going forward, except for the first Saturday in February, that Central Carolina game. My uncle's turning 70, and I'm going down to see the old hillbilly down in West Virginia, so shout out to Coach Joe. We actually weren't supposed to do this game. We were going to do that game, but Coach allowed me to switch so that I can go spend that day with my elderly, very elderly, I'd like to point out, uncle. He's not watching anyways. So that February 3rd game will be video only, but I'll be with you for the rest of them. Ball deflected. Bouknight off the glass. 20 in the game for Kalen Logan Bouknight. 10-point game with 14.6. Dolphins playing this one out to the end as we take another timeout. All right, 14.6. The officials talking about something. Chris Sheeman, glad to be with you. And this game brought to you by Coastal Transplants. As always, we thank them and do really important work. So Dolphins trying to get another turnover here. So the clock at 15.2 now. So that was the discussion that the officials were having. Inbound goes to Patterson. Patterson, chance to add to her totals. What a game. Melanie Patterson, 27 here tonight. Got our first men's game in a long time. The men have been on the road quite a bit. So we'll have the men's game on Monday. Ladies back in action next Wednesday. And then next Saturday as well. So 3 games next week, Dolphins fans. If you can't check them out, of course, I'll be with you. Dolphins got to go quick. Got to think about threes here. Leach came up short. Putback is no good. That'll do it. Johnston gets the win. Good start on a back-to-back for the Jaguars. They go to 5-8. Dolphins drop to 2-13 as it's 71-61. Jaguars over your Dolphins here tonight. Once again, folks, we'll be with you 1 week from today. Dolphins back in action at home after that road trip this weekend against Wake Tech. Start of a 4-game homestand. Once again, 6 o'clock start next Wednesday. Looking forward to that. Until then, my name's Chris Sheeman.